Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just Your Average YouTube, and today we're going to be going over 8 1.19 Swamp Update build hacks. Let's get into it. The first build hack is quite simple. Just build a custom tree, and if you want it to be dead, use the mangrove roots for dead leaves. Now, I'm not a tree builder, so this one looks absolutely horrendous, but you get the idea. The idea of using these as dead leaves or dead bushes. I think they look really cool as brown leaves or dead bushes or anything like that. You can just place them, and yeah, I think it really brings a build to life. The second one is a Stagecoach Wagon. It's even got a little envelope on the top, which is it's just a diorite wall, and it's flipped all the way around in the item frame, so this is how it normally is. That's how it is now. And yeah, it just uses a lot of complicated mangrove stuff using a ton of trapdoors and sign spam, and yeah, it's even got an interior so you can sit down, ride in the stagecoach, and yeah, you can even climb in survival using the trapdoors here. Overall, I think this is my favorite build hack of the day, just because I think it's pretty cool and I like stagecoaches. Next up is another cool build hack. The mud block kinda looks like asphalt for a paved road, and as well, the muddy mangrove roots kind of look like muddy asphalt. So the roots look like the mud, and the mud looks like the floor. But it looks like there could have been a mud puddle here, and a car drove by and left some mud tracks behind it, and it just sort of dragged the mud along. And I think it could be a really cool thing to add to some cities if you do it like this. Next up are some really cool mangrove wood booths, like at a restaurant. Kind of a more higher class fancy restaurant, but you have a row of planks and stairs on either side with a trapdoor and a sign and some trapdoors along the top with some dark oak tables. Overall, it's quite simple, but I think it looks really cool all things considered, and it's a pretty awesome build hack. Next up is this wall design, which you can make using mud bricks, packed mud, and brown mushroom block. I know you can just fill it in like this, adding a random one every so often, and you get a pretty nice looking wall. Next up is another one of my favorites. It's a garden, and in the garden, we've got these sort of vegetables. These are actually mangrove propagules, if I've said that correctly, and we've got these trapdoors above them to prevent them from growing into oak trees, because they haven't added the mangrove trees yet, so in the current snapshot, they just grow into oak trees. But it looks like there's some sort of vegetable growing in a garden out here, with these lovely covers over them, helping them grow. Next up is a lovely design for a brazier. If you're on the ground walking by, you see a little bit of glimpse of the fire in between, and the dripstone spikes I think really add to the aesthetic of the brazier, and I think it makes it look pretty cool. Last but certainly not least is another one of my favorites. It's a sort of swampy, sort of muddy area that's covered in sugarcane to look like reeds, as well as a bit of bamboo in order to block things. But if we come into how we did this, you can't place sugarcane on packed mud or on mushroom blocks, so I used rooted dirt as well as waterlogged granite slabs in order to put them next to it. So that way you can sort of just fill out the area with as much bamboo and other stuff as you want, and then add in the mixture of packed mud and brown mushroom blocks in here as well, and you've got yourself a really muddy, sort of like hard to traverse area, especially if you start adding in more and more bamboo, as it's kind of hard to squeeze past this stuff, and you kind of have to like push your way through. See, some places you can't even get past. But anyway, that'll be it for this one. That is 8 different 1.19 swamp build hacks. We got the muddy sugarcane bamboo fields, we've got this cool little mud brazier thing, we've got the mangrove propagules being grown like little vegetables here in this garden, we've got a cool wall design, we've got booths using the mangrove wood, we've got a muddy road as well as asphalt using the mud bricks, we can design a cool stagecoach using the mangrove wood yet again, and using the mangrove roots, we can design dead leaves on dead trees, as well as dead bushes near the ground. That'll be it for this one. I hope you did enjoy the video. Comment down below which build hack was your favorite, or any other build hack ideas you have for future videos, or just as suggestions. If you did enjoy the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, but that'll be it for this one. Bowdy!